Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, wait a second, on like 2 off weeks. By far the best beers on YouTube. All right. If you like the video, subscribe, give it a like. This is Daily Sleeper of the Day, number 29. And it's so ironic. He was player 446 for me. And he is climbing up the draft board. He's climbing up there. Day 3 pick, it's looking like. But what do I know? He was only player 446 out of what? 717 players I've dropped. Safety, Kenny Gallop, Howard University, HBCU. Solid 3 years of production. He's on the bigger side, 6 foot, 214, 215. He had 70 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumbled, 4 passes defensed. And listen, usually guys like this, especially out of small colleges, especially like, I shouldn't say especially, because you look at every single roster, there's HBCU kids on it. But usually kids like this, they get steam right around, like right before the draft. You see people starting to talk about them, whispering about them after they went through everybody else. But like I said, I don't give a fuck where you play. If you can play, you can play, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It is what it is, man. So it's like my 4th video. I'm banging them out. Let's see. Dropped safeties already. No, it did linebackers. So mañana, I'll be dropping tight ends and safeties tomorrow. It's a good tight end class. It's a very good safety class, even though, don't cry, I put the top safety from South Carolina in my linebacker list because he's going to be a linebacker. Dog Pound, what's up, Savage? Do you think reports of Victoria were minimum? Of course it's true. His kid's 6'5". What do you think? I think he's a 4'5" guy. Listen, I did a video earlier. This kid, Xavier Restrepo from Miami. Now, ironically, he's 5'10", 200. He pretty much has every record at Miami. He's played with like 7 different quarterbacks over his college career, and everyone's down on him for running a 4.83. Yet, every year, especially combine time, how many dudes do we see run a 4.2? And they're selling cars right now. They're out of the league in 3 years. I'm not that big on Tutorial McMillan as everyone else is, Do I believe he's a 4'6" guy? Absolutely. The kid he's on the bigger side. He's 6'5", 215. Anyone that thought he was going to come out here and run a 4.4 is just delusional or never played football, bro. It truly is. I said back in September, Xavier Restrepo is not going to beat everyone in a race, but yet you don't want to block him. And if he slides down to a day 3, he slides down. I've seen mock drafts now that all of a sudden McMillan, he's sliding to the 20s, had a hamstring injury. That's why I believe it. Yo, he tested for bro. He is the Spanish, and I've said it since May. He's the Spanish Wes Welker, Xavier Restrepo. Listen, do you want tape or do you want dudes that are running in their shorts? Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin both ran 4.7s. So reports came out that Xavier had a hamstring injury. That's why he was slower. Said he tested at 4.58. I think this is Dog Pound 02. I think overall it shouldn't matter. People weigh too much about combine speed. Listen, Dog Pound, I agree with you 1,000%. I use tape. Tape. Football. I'll use a little bit, like very little of the Shrine Games, the Senior Bowls, stuff like that. And then honestly, the combine is the last part for me. It really means nothing for me. It doesn't change my grades. The combine should only be used for medicals, in my opinion. And the more I do this, the combine is just least and least. It means absolutely nothing. But then again, if his hamstring was messed, he shouldn't have ran. Like I said, he shouldn't have ran. But he ran a 4.83. But his 4.83 don't bother me. And if you like McMillan, you know what I'm trying to say, and you think he's all that, like, it shouldn't vary. You know, you shouldn't be down on the guy. But it seems like, people are just out on him. But listen, man, we have a month still to go before the draft. Anything can happen. Who gets a gun under the seat, pounds of weed under the seat. It's so much shit can happen. My only down thing on him is, don't get me wrong, bro. He has good hands. He has great size. It's just he's played in the Pac-12 and then the Big 12. They don't play defense in those two divisions. And granted, I'm a Dallas fan. And we've got extremely lucky with Des Bryant and CeeDee Lamb. I know Amon St. Brown is in the Lions. But for every one of those, there's 100 Big 12 wide receivers that are straight out garbage. Garbage. Because they don't play defense in that division. But don't take my word. All you got to do is look at the over-unders for the games. Some over-unders for the Big 12 games and Pac-10 games are triple digits. Why are they triple? Those are basketball scores. You see 55, 50 games regularly. They don't play defense. So that leads to inflated numbers, which does not translate into the NFL. Like I said, Dallas got crazy lucky with Dez. But Dez had off the field issues, which caused him to slide. But he's one of my favorite Dallas wide receivers after Michael Irvin. And like I said, Lamb. Listen, bro. I'm the king of mock drafts. I do 1 million mock drafts. Lamb's year, I did not do one single mock draft with CeeDee Lamb going to Dallas because no one thought he was going to come to us. But it's great to have teams like Denver and the Raiders that don't know how to draft. But I've seen McMillan sliding to like 4.6 because they're going to be like, can he get separation? What was his 10-yard split? He's 6'5". That's not going to be easy to guard. He's definitely a red zone threat. Is he my number one wide receiver? Not even close. Not even close. But he's in my he's like 5 or 6 for me. But it is what it is, man. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a crazy, crazy wide receiver class. It isn't. It is what it is, man. So it is what it is. I thank you, Doghound, for jumping in the chat. And this was just a quick video about Kenny Gallop, safety out of Howard, daily sleeper of the day, sleeper number 29. And ironically, he was player 446 I gave you during the season. And ironically, he's sneaking up the board. Over and out. Mañana, tight ends and safeties.